Looking for earrings like these? Well, I bet you would never have thought that you'd be able to find this in the heartlands of Toa Payoh. And handmade by an American right in his Toa Payoh flat. Earrings, phone charms, necklaces, pendants, and even purse danglers. And every single bead is one of a kind. These are all handmade by 37-year-old American Shawn Ray, who has been in Singapore since May 2011.
I just recently started up, and like maybe a year ago, so I'm still learning the basics and everything.
Shawn works out of a 4-room Toa Payoh flat he shares with his Singaporean wife Tammy and their 2 cats. With a huge propane tank that throws flames hot enough to heat and melt glass rods up to 540 degrees Celsius, he hunches for hours on end, honing his skills on an ancient Syrian technique called lamp working. But it was an ugly twist of fate in August 2010 that got the former cook involved in this craft.
I got into bead making, honestly, after I was hit by a car crossing the road. And I was not able to work because I dislocated my shoulder for the second time in a year. And so my wife was trying to figure out something for me to do for work or to bring in income. And she found the whole lamp working or bead making set online. I've come to the realization that I can't work a simple job anymore because my shoulder and my arm will go numb after a few hours of any type of labor, like cooking, washing dishes, anything. Even this, I could only do it for so long, 3 hours, 4 hours. If I go longer than that, yeah, my arm usually goes numb.
How many beads can you actually get done in that space of time?
It depends on the size of the bead. 20 for bracelet size. If I do these thicker ones, usually 5 in 3 hours, or sometimes 7. This one took over an hour. This is actually one of my first few beads I did.
Shawn, who stopped school after grade 10 in Washington State High School, has a shrewd partner in his 30-year-old SMU Business Management graduate wife Tammy, who has been with him for 8 years. They've been married for the last 5. When you first bought the kit, were you intending it maybe just as a hobby for him, a form of rehabilitation?
I like to see things in the long term, so I bought it with the intention of it having the potential to go far instead of just being a hobby. I knew that he could do it because he's always been so creative, and I also had this gut feeling that I know that we could take it far with a lot of hard work and good thinking.
So, did you do a consultation with him first, when you bought it? Or was it an Asian chick thing where you just decided and then, surprise?
I kind of decided that I wanted him to try it. At first he was like, and then after that he was like, okay, I'll try it. So that's how it started.
We came to the realization that I could do this after we showed a couple people and they offered to buy them.
Ranging from $3 for the smaller, simpler beads to $8 for the bigger and more complicated ones, Shawn's beads have sold really well in Singapore.
Over 1,000 items already in 6 months. In the States, it was about 3 to 6 months, and I only did maybe 100, if that.
In fact, they managed to clinch 2 corporate orders of more than 100 beads each for a hospital and an insurance company. The color of the beads as well as other little details were customized for the clients and took Shawn almost 2 months to complete each order. But he insists that all the credit goes to his wife.
Honestly, I let my wife handle the business end because she's got the degree in it. I'm basically just the talent. I make the beads, and she helps me with the whole selling and how to market it and everything else.
So it's like they say after all, that behind every successful man is a woman. We find out more about this petite powerhouse in the next clip.